The SAT really gives us a big clue right away next to this blank. Ophelia Zapita's contributions to the field of linguistics are blank. Her many accomplishments include working as a linguistics professor and bilingual poet, authoring the first grammar book, and co-founding the Development Institute. So the other parts are just examples. I don't care about the examples. I care about the fact that her accomplishments, her contributions, I should say, are many. Right? Just steal the word. The one adjective we get here is that she has many accomplishments. That's clearly what they want us to care about, not the details of what those accomplishments are. So I'm looking for a word that means many. And we obviously have a more complicated version of that, but extensive definitely has that same meaning, right? Extensive means there's a wide variety, there's a lot of something. So it definitely fits. These other words are maybe close. Universal can mean that there's a lot of something, but it means that it's true everywhere. So saying her contributions are universal doesn't really make sense. Maybe you could say that like her theory was accepted universally. Maybe everyone agrees, like there's a consensus, but see how I'm stretching it? Like that doesn't fit with the structure of the sentence or what they're trying to say about her and her accomplishments. Controversial makes perfect sense in kind of the way it sounds, but it makes no sense in terms of what we're given. So again, this is a great example where if you pick choice B, it is because you are kind of bringing in your own assumptions. If we had a longer passage that talked about why maybe this Ophelia woman was not a great person, then we could use the word controversial, maybe because we have other evidence to back it up. But there's nothing negative about this, right? They talk about our accomplishments. This is positive. So a negative word, if you pick that, that's only because you are bringing that idea in there. Now, pragmatic is a word we might not know, its definition, and hopefully you would know the word extensive and just pick it because it fits. But it's still a good word to know. Pragmatic means practical. Practical. I don't know. In my mind, it's kind of an impractical word because it's just like a harder version when the word practical is just sitting right there. So sometimes we would talk about like a person being pragmatic, right? They think about, what's a useful skill or what's this going to do for me? So they're being not necessarily idealistic, right? They're being pragmatic more about what can be accomplished. So that would be a reasonable word in some cases. It's a very classic SAT word. It's a very common idea where you just kind of use a slightly harder word just to kind of mess with people. So notice those words as you practice, and if you need to write them down somewhere so you can memorize them more easily, because the more words you know, the less mystery there'll be when you get to questions like this.